They so crazy. True. I'ma hit it in the middle. I'ma come in with the riddles. Addie got me in a pickle. I'ma fuck her, is she little? And the booty hella bigger. You would think her being taken would've stopped me, but it'll keep on raising up the tempo.
Hey little fucks, remember the vid I did about the guy doing a vid about the strongest characters in Baki, right? So I've actually been meaning to do this for quite a while now, but haven't got the chance to. I'm gonna be doing basically my own list on what I think are the strongest characters within the Baki series as of now. And I'm not gonna do a top 10 because that's too much time. I was gonna do a top 10, but I have things to attend to. So without further ado, let's get on to this, alright? Let's get to the vid.
For those of you who might not already know my style, I like to scale characters off of one another, no bullshit. So no bullshit. I scale characters off of one another, so, Matobe scales off of Musashi, so Matobe would be stronger than Pickle, all that shit.
Oh, speaking of Matobe, he actually makes number 5 on our list. So, honorable mention would obviously be Pickle, I'm just saying. Anyway, Matobe not only wrecked Jack Hanma like it was nothing, he also stood toe-to-toe for a while against Musashi.
Not only that, as soon as Pickle, as soon as Musashi finished Pickle, you know, he didn't even try. Anyway, Musashi finished Pickle, Pickle went running. He went running towards Matobe, which was crazy.
Profusely, he ran to Matobe. So did he sense Matobe? That's why he turned around and shouted? So can Pickle sense Matobe's fighting power? Did he feel that Matobe was the only person that could save him? That's wild, if that's the case.
Okay, so not only Pickle ran to
Musashi with physical strength, one arm. That arm was
broken, by the way. He was biting on his sleeve. Held Musashi in a chokehold.
And granted, Musashi was holding back. You can make that argument, and it was true, but Musashi wasn't, like, he did give it his all somewhat, if you get what I'm trying to say.
The way that Musashi was holding back is, like, by not striking parts that he could have struck in order to ensure his victory. Let's take, for example, the Naruto vs. Sasuke fight, right? So, during their fight, Naruto was going full power, but at the same time, Naruto was holding back in the regard that he wanted to let Sasuke live. So yeah, Musashi was holding back, but that doesn't mean that Matobe isn't comparable to any of the fighters that Musashi can see as strong. Okay, so for number 4, we got Hanayama. All I really gotta say for Hanayama is Hanayama versus Musashi. Musashi couldn't even cut Hanayama. That's all you really need to know. Musashi was literally getting bitch slapped for half the fight. The only reason Hanayama lost was because, you know, the cuts that he did make ended up causing him lots of blood. And you know how that goes. You lose a lot of blood, you get knocked out. Or you die.
For number 3, we actually have the main character himself, Baki Hanma. Baki Hanma, alright. So he's the son of Ogre. We already know how this shit goes. He beat Oliver. He beat Pickle. You don't need to know about any of that. Those are all inferior.
Okay, so Hanayama was like, yo, I know I promised to defeat Musashi, but I can't. And Hanayama was like, yo, I did everything I could. Musashi, being the bitch he was, he stood in front of Hanayama, was about to swing his sword, and Baki was like, yo, if you put your sword anywhere near him, I will kill you. Keep in mind, he said this right after seeing Hanayama get slapped at the end, so that just proves right there that Baki can beat Hanayama if he thinks that he can beat someone who was able to beat him, if you get what I'm trying to say. So, against the fight with Musashi, Baki came in with surprise attacks, you know, all that shit. Musashi actually thought Baki was quick on his feet, which is impressive to say, and he was able to catch Musashi off guard by throwing his swords at him, right? So that is definitely a speed feat because Musashi I don't care what y'all have to say, honestly. Like, Musashi wasn't able to react to his strike. That alone should speak volumes about how powerful Baki is. Number 2, we have Musashi Miyamoto. So Musashi Miyamoto, why is he number 2? Despite my previous statements about characters that were mentioned previously on this list. Okay, so let me explain
Something. Invisible
swords. So Musashi has this technique where he slices you without a sword. Granted, it doesn't kill you, but it makes a good distraction. Let's also talk about the fact that Baki, the whole reason he distracted Musashi was so Lady Tokugawa could suck his soul right out of him, right?
Wait a minute. Is this Lady Tokugawa? But why are you... Alright. Oh, this is about to be a letdown. Oh, man. So Lady Tokugawa rushes in, wraps her arms around Musashi's head, gives him a kiss. I'm assuming this is part of the ritual to extract the soul from the body. So Baki successfully distracted this man by swinging his sword, but Lady Tokugawa rushed in and is apparently about to finish the job.
Yeah, as you can see, that's how it went. Baki would not have won. That needed to happen, basically. Numero uno, number 1, Yujiro Hanma. I'm pretty sure anyone with a brain who watches Baki would understand why he's number 1. So, Yujiro, easily bitch slaps anyone here. He grabbed Musashi's blade, let's see, what else? Not only that, so, people praise Hanayama because he has greater physical strength than Yujiro. Okay, so, he grabbed Hanayama's blade and had no problem with that, and on top of that, he has technique. So Hanayama with technique would basically be Yujiro. It's like Baki, he's a mixed martial artist, and on top of that, he's better at using martial arts than Baki and physically stronger. He learns martial arts right, just by seeing them. When he was fighting Kaku, he saw Kaku's technique where he moved with the motion of like the wheel of a wheelchair or something, right? And Yujiro literally copied that after seeing it. So this concludes our video. Arrivederci. Have great days. And, see ya.
Stop him quickly. Replace your post. Kill off your kidneys. Yes, I'm bossy. But no one's taking my trophy. So, fuck the shit. I'm a bust on the tip. Warming up, song won't take long, bitch. We could go north, Sussex. Or we come bump and grind. Hydraulic.